Yeah, I wish I'd get a little clearer picture. The moon is just a sliver laying on its back and the star up above it. Maybe I need to use the camera so I can look for coyotes. They're out here somewhere. Heard them over the TV, but I got a feeling they're either way back there or they're in the other corner of the place. I can't find anything over here. Story of my life. And yeah, I did get a night vision deal to go on my scope on my other rifle, and it'll work great from here to the house. Get past about 50 yards, and if it's dark, you really can't see much. You can't make it out enough to know what you're shooting at anyway. So I'm out here. I'll make my rounds. I don't run into something through here. I see if they're down in the bottom. I don't think they are, because the frogs are pretty active. But hey, if I see something, I'll let you know. I didn't find any coyotes last night, but I see some yearling heifers up there. Actually, I think the bull's there too. I didn't see them inside. I got one more inside than I had yesterday. And what is there? 2 cows and a bunch of calves that don't look like they're going to come in to get any grain. Bam Bam was standing there just a minute ago, but now, yep, itching his butt and waiting for me. What a life. What do you think, Bam? Huh, bud? Yeah? Okay, let's get you some breakfast. By the way, a little chilly morning. In the mornings, you kind of make your head and nose not like you so much. It was 53 degrees in the trailer this morning because, I didn't turn any heat on. Didn't need to. It cooled down in there. I don't remember what it said outside. But unless somebody touched the thermostat on the furnace in the shop, it'll be 50 in there. No matter what. I don't think anybody touched it. I hope not, because I'm kind of chilled this morning. Don't need that. Yep, I get to take care of Tahoe this morning. Becky and Ty went to house sit last night, and then Becky had a chiropractor's appointment this morning, and Ty Lynn and her future mother-in-law had to go into Verizon, take care of some things. So I get stuck dealing with him. And stand here and talk to him and call him, and it was over there by the feeder, the far end. Well, left side from where we're at. Then he came to where Buffalo's standing there bellering. Then he stood there on the other side of that gate staring at me. Yeah, y'all heard the term F around and find out? He almost effed around long enough to find out he was going to go hungry. Bottle baby's supposed to run to the bottle when it comes out, or they don't get it. And little Hope, she just been kind of goofing off there and watching me. Hernia boy and that little heifer. The little heifer's the one to the left. I walked into this pen and she come bebopping right up at me. Now she's just going to hang with mommy out there. And I'm thinking if the day goes the way I hope it does, I might give you 2 videos tonight. We'll see. We'll get a short video with these little buggers. And what I've done is, hey, dang, okay, you're done. That's it. Now apparently I get to feed grain to hey, don't eat me, to the 3 of these. And they each have their own pan. I'm supposed to know which one's which. all that good stuff. And yeah, I'm going to throw some more hay in there too. I figured I would. By the magic of video, Tahoe took a breath instead of a swallow, I think. He was coughing a minute ago. And little Miss Hope, it took her a minute. Oh, Buffalo's finally finding the time out of his busy day to march his little butt over here. You going to come and get it or not? You want it? Come on. If you keep goofing off, I told you, I'm just going to give it to them. Yeah, I'll just give it to... Oh, you're going to come now. All right. There you go. You got to learn how to swallow and not breathe it there, Tahoe. Okay, bud? Yeah? Yeah, Ty told me it's easy to tell buffaloes. It's got the most in it because he eats the fastest. And poor Tahoe gets the least, but he's just not cruising very good there. Now, I may have to leave them be for a little bit. They'll clean them all up, one way or the other. Got a little more done. I still got to get a couple of zip ties and get that tied back out of the way. But the intakes are on. That sucker's on. And I honestly don't know how I got it in there. A lot of beating with a rubber mallet from underneath and some tweaking and prying and squished this again. And for some reason it didn't come out right where it's supposed to. So I had to redo this a little so it'll line up with the hole. And yeah, Tylen was all wigging because she couldn't find the bolts for that. I was looking at a video last night from when we took it apart. Here's a heat shield that goes right here. It bolts in to those four. The bolts go from the inside out. They're metric. And the nuts are welded on the heat shield. It's right here. So all that searching for bolts and screwing around, all for nothing. As it goes right there. Keeps some of the heat off. And no, I haven't gotten up there to put it on yet. Eventually. But it's lunchtime now, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I guess Brooke had a hard night. She had heartburn. And Blakely was moving like crazy all day yesterday. Now she's got some cramping and just don't feel quite right. So her mother said, hey, guess what? Your doctor said, if you got any cramping, call. I haven't heard what's going on yet. So, all I can do is work on this till we're done. Still need to try to get fuel pumped up to the pump. Really, the filters should be full. That's one reason I didn't want to mess with them. That's just the lines from the filters to the pump that are empty, and then of course the ejector lines that are empty. So it shouldn't be too much to get it primed up. Hopefully we'll find that out today. And Ty still isn't back from getting her phone taken care of. That's, I don't know. I mean, it used to be you walked in and said, hey, I want a new phone. They said, here. And you walked out the door. Now you take 2 or 3 hours arguing with them and then trying to figure out how to get all your stuff on the new phone. She was supposed to have been there at 9 o'clock. It's damn near noon, so who knows? Guess what? She got a new phone! Apparently it's red underneath the outer box.
Yeah, it is, but it's a pain in the ass to take the outer
So
box off. So
you get an outer box for now until you get your box you really want. Yeah.
it'll be here in 5 to 13 days.
Yeah, 5 to 13 days. But in the meantime, you know, she would kill that phone if it wasn't in a box.
Yeah.
So she showed up just in time for lunch.
And they were the first ones in the door, by the way.
And they were the first ones in the door at Badger Rising. I figured that, but I guess what, that compressor is still hanging there. We were just discussing that. I told her, yeah, I wasn't going to try to put that up there by myself last night. I just didn't have the umph.
Well, that would last anyway till we torqued it.
And still got to get the front bolts on the crankshaft torqued, which so far ain't been able to hold it. And I don't remember what the hell Dad and I did. We may have shoved a bar in.
This is why you guys should have put notes
up there and just gone for broke with the belts. I don't know. But yeah, there's jugs here. Those two are empty. Napa Cool over there is just a touch over half full. Those two are full. Haven't heard anything about Brooke for a while today. I guess her cramps subsided. And she called the hospital. I said, if you're feeling good, don't worry about it. So.
Yeah, Mr. Oh, they're just having sympathy pain.
Yeah. I told Ty she's had bad cramps today. I said, you're having sympathy pain for your sister. Yeah, she wants to go get surgery and see if she can get past some stuff. But anyway, yeah, the muffler still isn't up there yet either. That's kind of the next. Really, all we got left is the muffler and get the compressor up there and then try to get fuel primed up. I don't necessarily need to get it primed up enough to make it run yet because we want to spin her over good till we got oil pressure. Keep in mind everything has assembly lube on it, and I mean everything we can get it onto. So, you know, we're as good as we're going to be that way. And the oil pump on this is actually right behind the pulley and dampener. So I really don't see any easy way to pre-charge it. You know, other things you can access the oil pump drive and do something that way, but not on this one. Near as I could figure, if we got all of the coolant out, it should take 1.5 of what's left, maybe a little more. But radiator's full, and on this tractor, you know, I don't know why. Car manufacturers started doing it years ago. Hell, even the old bale wagons, they had a damn overflow tank on them. The tractors, they never used to put them on. And this thing, you take her to the field, you'd run her for a day, and when you shut her off, she'd dribble a little. Well, you do that every day for a week, every time it shuts down, and then you ain't got nothing left in here. So I can't tell you when I made that.
It doesn't have a date.
I didn't date it. The only thing I did was mark what the ports were. It had about 1/4 of an inch in the bottom of it. It's roughly half full. Well, halfway up, so a little less than half full. Because that's what was left in the jug that I topped this off with, and this is clear full. It's right up against the seal. So, oh yeah, air cleaners are back in. Inside one was clean anyway. If it wasn't, then it both got replaced. Tyler took the old outside one out and cleaned it. They're from 18, so yeah, it's not like they're too horribly old. We've run them longer than that, as long as you don't see light through them when you put a flashlight in them. And the inside one's clean. Nice thing about having the inside ones.
Right next to the index and owners.
She's busy talking in my other ear. Engine oil's full. Say that's as full as it's going to get. Oh, we're going to see if we can get the rest of this put together. Kind of look for any dribbles anywhere. There shouldn't be any. I mean, everything got sealed and set, so it should be good. Tylen's been doing a little housework here. Pulled the side panel off and vacuumed all the crap she can get out of there. Save blowing the rest out into the radiator. And yeah, we get her running, we'll take it out and probably pull the grill out of it and run the pressure washer through the radiator and get it cleaned up. It's kind of a pain to do with the grill. Kind of a pain to do with the fan in a way too, but yeah. In the meantime, muffler's there. Of course, we get it up here and half on, and Ty says it's cracking around up here. So I'll have to throw a welding blanket over things and address that. And found some stainless bolts for here. Figure that's a little better chance of getting it apart later, maybe. If they break, they break. That is how I'm getting things lined up.
These bolts went to that, right?
General Motors body bolts. Those bolts are for the compressor. That's why they're up there with the compressor, sort of. So, and of course, this one you can't get on. Well, if I used a universal, I could have, but I wanted to keep it straight, so that's in with the end wrench. These two are going to stay in there, but I got to get back there. And I'm hoping to God that hole is lined up, because these three are. But this has just been one thing after another today. You know, I mean, the tube isn't together the way it was before. In fact, actually, the tube's touching the muffler there. I thought that was always kind of a stupid thing. Let's run that tube as close to the hottest part of everything as you can and run it right through here. And actually where the tube goes through here, yeah, it looks like that. It's all pitted, buggered up. But no, that's where they put it. Pain in the ass. Anyway, I'm not going to hold the camera and try to stand on my head and get a hand in there. She's not happy. That 2-year-old that lost the calf that is feeding Hope.
And Tahoe.
Yeah, and Tahoe at the time. She's still got an infection in the uterus.
She was out this far.
And she's
And
been
could not suck it back.
she's been pooching. So I don't know what we're gonna do with her other than hit her with another more exceed and hopefully get rid of that. But,
Which is clearing up it just fine.
so while she was out screwing with that, I got the compressor on. That belt doesn't line up worth a damn, especially at the top. But those compressors, yeah, there's a better setup. I can't remember the brand now, but it's one of the round compressors instead. They last longer. There's one on the combine on the same engine. One of these days, because next time that one goes, we're going to convert it, because the last time on the combine it was actually like $100 less to convert it after buying the different mounting kit than it was to replace it. So anyway, I think everything's on here. Been around everything a couple times. The 3 bolts at the end of the crankshaft, we stuck a bar in up there on the fan shaft and to hold it. The 2 of them were right there, right 2 torque, and the other one was, I don't think it turned a quarter turn. But obviously it's not going to fire tonight. Tomorrow I'm going to weld that up. That's not that old of a muffler. It shouldn't be doing that already, but it is. So anyway, throw something in here to keep from burning everything up and make a bunch of sparks up there. Other than that, let's say everything's done as far as we can go. Right up to the point of priming the fuel and cranking her over. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope everybody had a good Tuesday. Ours was a Monday. Because literally everything I did, the easiest thing was putting that compressor on. Everything else was fought at every freaking step of the way. So, anyway, thanks for watching.